Before all these fools hopped on YouTube with a hip-hop channel, I was already doing this. So everybody needs to bow down and kiss this ring.
Alright, you kids get to bed, I get the storybook.
Agent Vlad forms a YouTube street gang. Chapter 1. The beginning of a YouTube gang. FBI agent Vlad Feldman had always been unconventional. While his colleagues focused on high-profile criminal cases and terrorism threats, Vlad had a different kind of criminal in his sights: cultural appropriation and exploitation within the hip-hop community. Over the years, he had become fascinated and increasingly frustrated with the phenomenon of white YouTubers profiting from hip-hop culture. These culture vultures, as black people called them, not only gained fame and fortune, but also undermined the authenticity of a genre that emerged from the struggles of black and brown communities. Vlad's obsession reached a boiling point after a particular video rant posted by a YouTuber named Big Ant, the spokesman of the YouTube channel Urban Politicians TV. Big Ant had called Vlad out in a video, accusing him of exploiting black culture for his investigations and police interrogation interviews channel. The accusations struck a nerve.
And I'm going to control my narrative because my shit is documented on YouTube. That's what I like about it. When it come to Vlad 22, Vlad Adam 22, Skip the Sidekick Bayless, these niggas are nothing more than nigga needers to me, my nigga. They need niggas to be successful. They ain't nothing without a nigga next to them or on camera with another nigga. It just is what it is, bro. Look what happened with Skip when Shannon Sharp left. What he did. Went and got about 4-5 more niggas to try to come in and fill that void, nigga. Shannon Sharp been overly turned since he left that motherfucker, right or wrong. Was already having the motion with Club Shay Shay doing the numbers, getting the interviews before the Cat Williams, nigga, while he was still there. Look what Skip the Sidekick Bayless, does outside of that Fox network, my nigga. He's nothing without that right now. It just is what it is. He's a nigga needer. Adam 22, he been pushing bullshit, nonsense, and goddamn propaganda on his platform for a whole year now. He been full of air, hot air, and bullshit, nigga. He's nothing more than a nigga needer. He needed the niggas that was there before that left, and he need niggas still not to this day. Just a month and a half ago, nigga, he got on his little high horse and bragged about how many views. And they can do what the fuck they want to do, but don't start trying to talk down on niggas like y'all above niggas. I don't even care if you want to call it trolling, nigga. Keep that shit in line. And I failed at it, man, because if I would have been able to get them numbers and it would have been turned up, I would have went on ahead and kept all that shit going, man, bro. Use a nigga needer, bro, in every way, shape, form, or fashion. Same thing with Vlad. Y'all niggas not gatekeepers. Y'all are nigga needers. They try to play the role of a gatekeeper like da-da-da-da. They sit around when you book this guy, book that guy. We really running the same regular guests at this point. Pay him to come over here to keep us relevant. Nigga needer moves. Then also, Vlad, you steady hating and talking down on Shannon Sharp, my nigga. Nigga, no, nigga, you need to sit back and stop thinking you privileged and stop feeling entitled, nigga, and look at this shit as we are doing you a favor by allowing you to fuck with us at this point, nigga. This nigga here been hating on the Shannon Sharp interview with Cat Williams, calling it a conspiracy theory, nigga, talking about, oh, that's why he got 70 million views. Every fucking interview, nigga, he got something slick to say about Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp ain't saying shit about this nigga. But he mad because he sees Shannon Sharp having emotion, nigga.
Vlad felt misunderstood. His intentions were noble, but he realized that simply being an observer was no longer enough. He had to take action against Big Ant so others like him wouldn't do what he did. That's when he decided to form a gang, not an actual street gang. a YouTube street gang composed of other white, hip-hop-related YouTubers. If they were going to be called hip-hop culture vultures, they might as well embrace it and turn the tables. He would name the gang the Vultures. Chapter 2. Recruiting the Crew. Vlad's first step was to find like-minded individuals who shared his passion for hip-hop and his frustration with the accusations of cultural appropriation. His partner in the FBI, Charleston White, a black man, which Vlad overlooked because he was an Oreo cookie kind of black man, was the first to join. Charleston had a deep love for the genre and a similar disdain for those who misunderstood their appreciation as exploitation. Together, they brainstormed a list of potential recruits. Their top choices included Jake 1090, a controversial YouTuber known for his raw, unfiltered commentary on hip-hop culture, Adam 22, the host of No Jumper, a popular podcast that often featured rap artists and California-based gangsters, and several others who had built their online personas around their love for hip-hop. Trap Law Ross, Cam Capone, and even sports show host Skip Bayless. Vlad reached out to each of them individually, explaining his vision for the Vultures. He emphasized that this wasn't about starting a gang in the traditional sense. It was about forming a united front to show their critics that they respected and honored hip-hop culture so much that they would continue to take it over until when someone mentioned the words rap music. The first thing a person would think of was white people, the same way whites took over black-created rock and roll back in the 50s. Each YouTuber agreed, intrigued by the idea of a collective that could support each other and push back against their detractors. Chapter 3. The First Target. With the Vultures assembled, Vlad set his sights on their first target, Big Ant. The Houston-based YouTuber had a significant following and had been vocal about his disdain for white people profiting from hip-hop. Vlad saw this as an opportunity to make a statement.
Hey, Agent White, isn't our target Big Ant from the same place in Texas as you?
Hell no, boss, that fuck nigga from Houston. Them H-Town niggas is bottom of the barrel, sir. I'm from Fort Worth, Dallas. Niggas up my way got class and we get money. We don't fuck with them niggas down there.
Quick commercial break, y'all, and stop looking at my ass because you ain't getting none.
Hey, y'all, this week 100 from the Pyru podcast. I want to put y'all on this air fryer on Amazon. It's a Ninja AF 161 Max XL air fryer that cooks, crisps, roasts, bakes, reheats, and dehydrates with 5.5 quart capacity and a high gloss finish. I be cooking pickles on top of purple Pop-Tarts, and that shit comes out fire, my nigga. This fryer has 4.7 stars and over 18,000 reviews, so hit the Amazon link in the description of this video and grab one.
We need to go to Houston and confront him, Vlad told his crew during their first official meeting. We need to show him that we're not just some faceless critics hiding behind our screens. We respect hip-hop, and we're here to take it from those motherfuckers. The plan was to corner Big Ant at a local nightclub parking lot that Vlad discovered he frequented every weekend, using some help from his colleagues at the Houston FBI field office. They wanted a public confrontation to ensure their message reached a wide audience. However, Vlad knew this wouldn't be easy. Big Ant had strong ties to Houston's rap community, particularly with a group known as Mob Ties, a powerful collective headed by Houston's boogeyman's son, J. Prince Jr., with deep roots in the city's hip-hop scene. J. Prince is the asshole that cold-bloodedly walked over Migos rapper Takeoff's dead body after his man popped him a few years ago. Vlad reminded his gang. Chapter 4. The Confrontation. The night of the confrontation, Vlad and the Vultures arrived at the nightclub parking lot in Houston. The air was thick with anticipation and a hint of danger. As they waited, Big Ant appeared, with just two of his friends. But then, Vlad's heart pounded as he realized the extent of their challenge. Scores of Mob Ties was there in full force, outnumbering the Vultures significantly as they loitered in the parking lot and dapped up Big Ant and his small crew who were about to enter the establishment. "Let's get out of here," Charleston whispered urgently. "These Houston niggers is deep out cheer tonight." Vlad hesitated, but ultimately agreed. They had hoped for a conversation, not a shootout. The vultures retreated, their mission incomplete, but their resolve strengthened. As they left, Vlad vowed to himself, "We'll get Big Ant another day." Chapter 5. Regroup and Reflect. Back in their home base, Vlad and his crew regrouped. The failed confrontation in Houston was a setback, but it also provided valuable lessons. They needed a new strategy, one that didn't rely on brute force or surprise. "We need to be smarter about this," Jake 1090 suggested. "Big Ant and mob ties aren't going to be easy targets. I know you're an FBI Vlad, but we need to build our influence and support first." Adam 22 agreed. "We should focus on our content. If we can show the world that we're serious about hip-hop and not just in it for the money, we can win people over and take their shit completely." The vultures decided to double down on their YouTube channels, collaborating on content that highlighted their genuine love for hip-hop. They created videos analyzing lyrics, celebrating the genre's history, and interviewing artists who could vouch for their authenticity. Chapter 6. Building the Movement. As the vultures' content gained traction, they started to see a shift in public perception. More viewers began to see them not as culture vultures, but as passionate fans who respected the roots of hip-hop. Their subscriber counts soared, and their influence grew. They also began to form alliances with other YouTubers and influencers within the hip-hop community. These partnerships helped to legitimize their movement and provided a broader platform for their message. Vlad and his crew continued to monitor Big Ant and mob ties, waiting for the right moment to confront them again. They knew they needed to be strategic, leveraging their growing influence to ensure a successful outcome. Chapter 7. The Second Attempt. Months later, with their support base solidified and their strategy refined, the vultures decided it was time for a second attempt to confront Big Ant. This time, they planned to challenge him to a public debate about the role of white people in hip-hop. They reached out to Big Ant through Instagram, proposing the debate as a way to address their differences in a constructive manner. Surprisingly, Big Ant agreed. He saw it as an opportunity to reinforce his stance and expose the vultures' perceived hypocrisy. Chapter 8. The Debate. The debate was held in a neutral venue and live-streamed on YouTube. It attracted a massive audience, with viewers tuning in from around the world. Vlad and Big Ant faced off, each presenting their arguments passionately. Vlad emphasized the vultures' respect for hip-hop culture, their commitment to supporting the community, and their desire to be seen as allies rather than exploiters. Big Ant countered with examples of cultural appropriation and exploitation, challenging the vultures to prove their sincerity. The debate was intense, but by the end, something unexpected happened. Viewers began to see the fakeness of Vlad's gang. Big Ant's concerns about cultural exploitation were valid and hit home with a lot of viewers. The debate marked a turning point. Vlad was visibly pissed that he had lost and spoke with his crew as people started leaving the venue. Vlad and his gang scurried out to the venue's parking lot to implement a plan they had just concocted, which was to jump Big Ant and embarrass him. But as they approached the Texan, as he hopped into his rented Nissan, around 60 members of Mob Ties started hopping out of Sprinter vans, parked strategically near Big Ant's car.
Y'all white boys thought I was gonna come out here alone?
In the end, the vultures got their asses kicked up and down the length of that parking lot, Vlad even having to radio in for help from law enforcement after one of Jay Prince's goons broke his nose with the butt of his Smith & Wesson .40 cal. 10:90, Jake got stomped out and thrown inside of a nearby dumpster, and a passerby recorded the entire beatdown, the video going viral on several social media accounts. Special Agent Vlad and the Vultures licked their wounds and scurried out of town with no real help from local PD because the Mob Ties crew put fear in them too. Vlad chalked the whole incident off as a major loss and vowed to get revenge on Big Ant one day.
Hey boss, one of them pussy-ass Mob Ties boys knocked my tooth out when he kicked me in the face. We need to arrest these fuck niggas.
Nah, fuck that, Agent White. Get your ass in the car so we can get out of here. We ain't got no backup. Look at Houston PD running. We'll be back with the Bureau in a few weeks, don't worry.